Gabby Petito with Brian Laundrie days before her murder. The footage was captured using surveillance cameras at a Whole Foods. This is in Jackson, Wyoming, August 27th of last year. It shows the couple parking, walking inside, shopping for a few minutes, and then returning to their vehicle. Petito was reported missing on September 11th, and just 10 days later, her body was found near Wyoming's Grand Teton National Park. Medical examiner confirmed Petito was strangled to death.
They were young, in love, and living the dream, traveling across America in a tiny white van. But then, Brian Laundrie came home alone. No Gabby, no explanation, just silence. What happened on that road trip would grip the entire nation and end in a discovery no one was prepared for. Before the headlines, before the Bodycam footage, before the nation knew her name, Gabby Petito was simply a girl in love, and she believed she was building the life she had always dreamed of, with the boy who promised to love her back. Gabby grew up in Blue Point, a small, peaceful town on Long Island, New York. She loved art, nature, yoga, and capturing little moments through photos. She didn't want an ordinary life. She wanted a beautiful one. That dream started to take shape in 2019, when she reconnected with someone from her high school years, Brian Laundrie. At first glance, they made sense. Both shared a passion for the outdoors, minimalist living, and the growing van life culture sweeping social media. It didn't take long for them to become inseparable. She moved down to Florida to live with Brian and his parents. Friends described their relationship as intense, close, maybe a little too close, but to Gabby, it felt like devotion. By July of 2020, they were engaged. No big announcement, no diamond ring, just a quiet promise and a future filled with open roads and freedom. They bought a white 2012 Ford Transit van and began converting it themselves. Piece by piece, panel by panel, they turned the cramped vehicle into their own little world. Their plan? To live, travel, and tell their story online, one national park at a time. Gabby started building her brand, photos of her painting, camping, hiking barefoot through canyons and woods. Her smile was the kind that made people stop scrolling. Their life, at least online, was warm, peaceful, picture perfect. But even early on, some people noticed something else. When the camera wasn't rolling, Gabby sometimes seemed quieter. When Brian spoke, she seemed to shrink, but it was easy to ignore because the internet loves a love story. And Gabby, she was committed. She wanted to show the world that they could make this work, that love, art, freedom, and trust could fit inside a tiny van and carry them across the country. So in the summer of 2021, they hit the road, the beginning of something new, something thrilling, something fragile. Behind the lens, Gabby's story was just beginning. The van wasn't just a vehicle. It was their home, their stage, and their symbol of freedom. On July 2nd, 2021, Gabby and Brian set off from Blue Point, New York, with one goal: see the beauty of America, one national park at a time. The open road would become their canvas. They posted smiling selfies from Monument Rocks in Kansas. Gabby twirled barefoot through meadows and red canyons, painting watercolors under the desert sun. Their van was now their cocoon, small but full of promise. On social media, everything looked perfect. Gabby's followers watched as she documented the journey with an artist's eye. Carefully framed sunsets, joyful time lapses, moments of stillness among wild landscapes. They visited Colorado Springs, the great sand dunes in Zion, then Arches, then Bryce Canyon. Gabby was glowing, sun-kissed skin, saltwater hair, dirt on her ankles. She looked like someone living her dream. But that's the thing about curated images. They don't always tell the whole story. In reality, traveling thousands of miles in a cramped van, sleeping in parking lots, living off canned food, brushing your teeth in gas station sinks, can bring out the worst in people. Brian, who once seemed reserved, started to get tense, moody. Some witnesses later described how he would snap, become controlling, or storm off during arguments. Gabby, always eager to avoid conflict, tried to soften things, tried to keep the peace. Still, she kept filming, kept editing, kept posting. Even as the road began to wear them down, she held on to the illusion, the dream they promised each other. In one post, she wrote, Downsizing our life to fit into a little van was the best decision we ever made. But behind those words, was she trying to convince us or herself? Their last major stop was in Utah, and that's where something changed. Between the beauty of the national parks and the forced closeness of van life, cracks began to show. Cracks that no filter could fix. August 12th, 2021 was just around the corner. A police body cam would soon capture what social media couldn't, but for now the internet was still cheering them on. They were America's van life couple, free spirits on a road trip, smiling in selfies, holding hands in the wild. No one knew the storm was already inside the van.
I'd like to report a domestic dispute in Florida with a white van. We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
August 12th, 2021, just outside Arches National Park in Moab, Utah. A 911 call came in. A witness claimed to have seen a man slapping a woman outside a white van. That couple was Gabby and Brian. Police caught up with them on the side of the highway. What followed was 70 minutes of body cam footage. It would become one of the most analyzed, replayed, and heartbreaking videos on the internet. For the first time, the world saw Gabby's voice tremble, her tears, her apology for being mean.
I worked up because we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go like Arches before the Sunday event and everything.
Okay. You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had his cell phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her away, because she wanted I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take a breather and let's not, go anywhere. Let's just calm down for a minute. She was getting a little worked up. And then she had her phone and was trying to get the keys to me. Started batting away. I was just trying to, I know I shouldn't push her. I was just trying to push her away to go, let's just take a minute, step back and breathe. And she got me with her phone.
Can I see your hand? Oh, you got a mark right here.
Oh, that's from a wire.
That's from a wire?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about hitting that curb?
Hitting the curb was her grabbing the wheel.
She grabbed the wheel?
Yeah. She said, I can't believe we're getting pulled over, and then she grabbed the wheel.
What about the speed? Did she take over the pedal on you?
If I was going fast, I'm sorry. No, it's probably just the moment of, I'm still shaking now. The adrenaline, seeing the lights flashing up and then her gripping the wheel. And so if I sped up, I'm sorry about that. Or if I was speeding beforehand, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it took quite a bit to catch up to you. So,
I'm sorry about that. We're just going into the park again to get water because we have a 6-gallon water container to fill up. So we're just grabbing water for the hike. Okay. And I was trying to keep everything calm and quiet because there's plans still to go for a hike. But then she goes, I'm really sorry about that.
Of course. Do me a favor. You want to go ahead and just take a seat right over here on the curb for me?
And if I was speeding, I'm sorry. I want to apologize.
You don't have anything in that pocket or anything like that, do you?
Here, nope.
Just the wallet? All right. And then, do you mind lifting your shirt so I can check the waistband? Turn around for me real quick. Okay.
Nothing.
I just want to make sure. That's all, man. Go ahead, do me a favor. Take a seat, all right? Oh, do you have your ID on you?
In the car, if you want to pull it in.
No, we'll just do this.
Just go ahead and take a seat. You can come with me, I'll give it to you.
Oh, you're fine. What's your first name?
Brian?
Brian? You got a layman spelling?
B-R-I-N, yeah, and L-A-U-N.
B-R-I-A-N. And then your last name?
L-A-U-N.
L-A-U-N.
D-R-I-E.
D-R-I-E?
Yep.
Laundrie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your date of birth, Brian?
I'll say crisscross applesauce. Did I just sit in the shade because I'm bald? Oh, no, it's okay. I'll give you some shit. Sound good?
Alrighty, just hang tight for me. SO229. I need a 29 name and date of birth.
Go ahead.
First name Brian, layman spellings. Last name Laundrie. Lima Alpha Uniform, November, Delta, Romeo, India.
What's the on birds?
Where'd you get them?
Come back here.
Soft and hurt. It's on a steak. How many times did you fight?
Bravo, Romeo, India, Alpha, November.
And then what? And then his reaction was to do what?
It's going to be out of Florida.
He just grabbed you? Did he Did he hit you though? I mean, it's okay if you're saying you hit him. I understand if he hit you, but we want to know the truth. If he actually hit you, because
Actually, hurts.
where did he hit you? No, don't worry. Just be honest.
I got like he didn't take
Did he slap your face or what?
like his bag with his hand, and I guess he's quiet. Like, I was like, like if you could.
Yeah.
Go
ahead. Okay. So has he been drinking?
No, we don't drink.
Okay. What was up with his driving? I saw said he hit a curb.
I
While you're driving?
but
While he was driving, you were hitting him?
not a lot. Oh, like, come on, and I like kind of like.
Did you already tell him all this?
I didn't get that far into
Okay,
it. She
so-
was hyperventilating
She's
a little
saying that
bit.
they don't drink, but at the point when you let them up,
You don't drink or anything.
She started hitting him.
Yeah, I was yelling at him, and then when you
And-
turned your lights on, I like kind of punched his arm, like just an idiot.
she's saying was why he hit the curb. You said it was Gabby?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm really bad. It was Gabby.
Yeah.
To meditate stuff, which tend to have a lot of anxiety and stress.
A lot of anxiety.
And what's his name? Is it Brian? Is he usually pretty patient with you?
Yeah.
Boy, thank you.
But it just makes me upset. I know that he definitely gets frustrated with me a lot.
Way of taking my anxiety and bringing it down. But my ex-wife, especially my ex-wife, I'm just sharing. I know it's a little personal, but to help you understand, we would feed off each other's anxiety and spiral. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how much I loved her. Maybe it's bad for your soul. And we're not here to be mean to you or anything. Well, you know, there's a first time, and then it usually. We'll go see what Brian's saying, but I think you've heard everything now from.
Quick question. You said you were hitting him in the arm. Did you grab the steering wheel?
No, I didn't.
You did not touch the steering
I didn't touch the steering wheel, but only for like a second, because I just saw the lights come on, and it was more just like dirty, like, you know.
But did you grab the steering wheel and like swerve or anything like that?
No. I didn't touch the steering wheel at all.
I'm gonna go ahead and close this door again. Do you have enough air back here, or do you want me to kick it up some more?
Do you have any water?
I will see if I can find some.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
Right, Barb. You wouldn't happen to have any water, would you?
Oh yeah.
And I get a bottle.
Also clear cut. Did you already give a statement to this officer? I've got this gentleman here.
Yeah.
If this gentleman noticed that you had some marks on your neck, yeah. She's got some marks on her too. We're just trying to figure out what all happened, and I know you probably already told your story. This officer is probably going to be the one handling the whole case. You want to listen to what he has to say, and then you tell him what happened, will you? So, if you don't mind.
Start at the beginning for me. Over.
Start at the beginning. Well, I don't want to go too far back, but we've been in Beyond Land for the past week or so, traveling around, and the flies here are pretty intense. So the flies have definitely been getting to her, and then my feet are dirty and everything. So I think that our little squabble started because we were hanging out at the coffee shop, and when I got back to the van, there was some dirt and stuff in the van, and I moved our food around, so it was a little disorganized. So she gets a little.
Will you take those? Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Do you need any water?
That's okay.
It's hot out here.
I was down. We were going to get water because we ran out, but it's okay. No, it's alright. I don't like classic problems. It's okay. Thank you, though. But we just had a little disagreement there. The disagreement was just that she was getting a little worked up, and I was saying, "No, it's okay. Thanks." Yeah.
It's not my fault. That's good.
So it was just more of a disagreement, and I just wanted to say.
What was the disagreement about?
It was. I wouldn't even call it disagreement. It was just that I'm dirty and I can't change being dirty. Like I got dirty feet, I got sand on my flip flops and stuff like that. It was that we were at the coffee shop for so long because we were there from 9 to 3. So yeah, there's a few little things, little relationship things. I don't know if you're in a relationship, but I'm sure you know.
I've been married for over 5 years now. So.
There's a lot of little things, right?
Yeah, I can build up
and
sometimes. I get it.
Yeah, we weren't physical before the point where I said, all right, let's just take a breather and like walk away for a minute. I'll lock the van up and I'll go for a walk this way, and you could go walk that way in the block. You know, there's a what is it called, moonflower?
Right.
Yeah. You know, nice areas. You can go either way. It's all shaded. So let's go for a little walk and breathe. We'll come back. We're happy. Whatever. But she's. I'm not upset with her or anything, but she got worked up and she had her phone in her hand and her keys and everything. And she wanted, I know the keys, her rings, her phone. And I was holding on to the keys because I didn't want to go anywhere. And my big fear is, I don't have my phone. I don't have a phone. So she goes off without me with a car. I'm on my own. So I was saying, let's just go for a walk. And she was trying to get the keys for me. So I was just going, hey, just wait, back up. And that's when she hit me. And I didn't get, I don't want to push you, but I didn't get overtly physical. I'm just, I feel bad. I didn't get so public. I was just trying to be loud. So this is, all right, try to make her calm down and be like, look, everyone's watching. And like, stop this. All
right, just hang tight there. I got a quick question for you, Brian.
Sure.
Do you take any medications or anything like that? You don't take any medications or anything like that? Okay. Are you normally this kind of like hyper?
Do I see my heart rate? Whenever the lights flash on, it gets your heart rate up. Do I see my?
Trust me, it does me too, and I'm the one. It gets me going a little.
You probably say, "Hey, buddy," whenever somebody walks up.
So okay.
Do you take any medication?
Yeah, do you know if she takes any?
She's crazy. No, I don't think so. Yeah. No, none that I know of.
Okay. All right.
You look a little more calm right now.
Real fast, can I get your first name?
Yeah, Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, how do you spell that?
G-A-B-R-I-E-L-L.
And your last name?
Petito. E-E-T.
B-E-T?
P is in Peter.
Oh, P.
E-T-I-T.
I see. Oh. You guys both live in Florida, right? Or that's where you guys come from?
I'm to Florida right now, but I'm
So that's where you have it out of currently. That's like 229. I need a 29 by name of date of birth. First name, Gabrielle. Golf, Alpha, Bravo, Romeo, India, Echo, Lima, Echo. Last name, Petito. Papa, Echo, Tango, India, Charlie, Oscar.
Yeah, those items are really
It's going to be Florida. We're just kind of hanging tight for a minute. That's all right. Where does you live? You live Georgia?
Florida. Florida, yeah, was our last test. We're still there, shit. Still getting mail there.
Oh, do you? How long have you been on this trip?
4 to 5 months now. I think they're teetering on to 5.
What was the terminus? What was the ending of the trip going to be? Moving to a new place?
We're going to Portland. No, her grandmother's best friend lives in Portland. We stayed with 2 years ago. We did a Buddy's Hospital trip, which we loved. We did it in Nissan Sentra. It's like a tiny little park. So I was like, let's do it better. Let's get a big van. Not a big, it's a tiny van compared to all the big. But I said, let's try and do it a little better, and it's been great so far, for sure. But yeah, we're going over to Portland, and I don't know if you're more familiar with it, but Wolfing, have you ever heard of that? WWOOFING.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, you got it?
I'm from California originally.
Oh, yeah?
So, and part of my job, I dealt with employees that were from all across the United States and Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, everything you can think of on the 11 Western. I know most of them.
Yeah, but it's worldwide opportunities on organic farms. So it's like a volunteer work away type of situation where you can work on organic farms. So that's our goal once we get over to Washington. We'll do that in Washington, then down in Oregon, and then down in California. That's not a little long. What part of California is that?
I'm from a town just outside Safeway National Park. If you're going to be going through there,
we'll get good in the way of outdoors.
Go ahead. But no, it wasn't too bad at all.
So I got a phone with one of the two witnesses.
Okay.
And I reported it. You want me to tell you what he said?
Yeah.
Real quick. You mind hanging with him for a minute? So, get away from both of them. So, he said that he never saw the male strike the female. He saw the male trying to lock her out of the vehicle. She even told us that he was trying to lock her out, told her to go take a walk. So that she was trying to get in. She eventually couldn't get in and actually clawed her way in through the driver's door. He says, I don't understand why she's doing that. Well, I think it's because it was the only door that wasn't locked that she could get through. So she's trying to get in over him. He's trying to disengage from her. I guess he hung her backpack on the back probably so she'd have her shit so that he didn't have to engage with her. Everything she's saying is same thing. I haven't heard what he said, but if that's what he said, it's also what the witness is saying. The witness says, I never saw him hit her. I saw him shove her, but I couldn't tell if it was an aggression against her or a defense against her as far as her, being the aggressor. So at this point, unless the guy's screaming that he needs to go to jail and did something to this girl, it sounds to me like she is the primary aggressor.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with her being the primary aggressor is in an instance of domestic assault, be it a male or be it a female, we shall arrest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to go to jail. We can do a citation if it meets one of three criterion, which one of them is we can ensure that they're not going to further risk each other's safety. But the problem with that is they live in the same vehicle.
That's what I was going to say. The other part of it is
there was actually an injury too to the victim, which is him.
Right, and I'm getting conflicting stories about why they hit the curb up here.
What did he say? Why he hit the curb?
Well, I've watched. This is what I saw first. Saw him cross the double yellow. I was doing 42 miles an hour. I was, I don't know, probably 2 car lengths behind him, tapping my wheels at him, trying to get his attention. They knew I was behind him. And then after he crossed the double yellow, he merged over into the right lane, and then out of nowhere, just boom, he hit the curb.
What did he tell you? Why?
He said that she grabbed the wheel and turned it real hard. She said that she was hitting him in the arm. So
sounds legit. I mean, I'm sure if I'm driving and my arm's on the wheel and I'm getting hit in the arm, I'm probably pulling out the wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was a little of both. I'm usually the truth is somewhere in between. He's probably trying not to say that he hit her because he probably doesn't want her charged with assault, domestic assault. He probably would rather say she pulled the wheel than hit him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, fortunately for her, we cannot treat, just because he's bigger and stronger, and even if he's not willing to press charges, we can't treat this differently than if it was a male on female violence.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to charge her. And we can do a citation if there's some arrangement that can be made to separate them. And then we have to let them know that there's no contact order in effect. Yeah. And we have to let him know the only way to drop is go into the police department during business hours and fill out a waiver, which, by the way, what's today? Thursday? So it won't be till tomorrow. And they're only there till noon, I think.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure he's going to want to drop it.
Well, the other part of it is they said that they've been on 4 or 5 months that they've been living out of this van together.
So this is really bad news. Let's talk to him first. Yeah. This is Brian?
Yeah.
Did you ask him yet and take pictures of him?
Yeah. No, I haven't done any of that yet.
Brian, unfortunately, in the state of Utah, we don't have discretion on some things. Like, for example, if I pull you up for speeding and I want to give you a warning, I can do that because it's under Class A. It's Class B or under. If I want to give you warnings for all kinds of stuff, I can. But there's a few things I can't. When I say I, police, I'm not in charge of it. One of the things that the state legislature doesn't give us discretion on is charges when it comes to a domestic assault. And it sounds like you guys are living together, so you meet the statute for domestic partners. And you do have injury, and both an independent witness, probably the next one we're going to talk to as well, which we haven't talked to yet, but the one we did talk to, and your own companion have made it clear that she was the primary aggressor and that she was striking you and that you received injuries. You have admitted to striking her. She has not admitted to you striking her. The witness did not see you strike her. So at this point, you're the victim of domestic assault. That even if even if you didn't want to pursue this, you don't have a choice. Best thing we could do to not, the law says we have to charge her. It doesn't say we have to put her in jail. Okay, but it also says we have to separate through a no contact order, and then we have to put her in jail if we cannot separate. And the little problem here is you guys are out of Florida living in the van together. How are we supposed to separate her? Now, I don't want to take this small 20, what is she?
Yes, 22-year-old.
22-year-old
blonde hair, blue-eyed girl.
You could definitely defend yourself against, but at the same time, we can't say because you're a male and she's a female, we can't treat this different than if you were the male hitting her. We got to treat it the same.
Yeah, no.
But she's kind of in a tough spot. So unless you have an idea about how she can not go to jail and be separated, do you have friends in town? Somewhere she could stay? Tomorrow, if you want to, it's up to you. You can
go to jail?
You can't because we don't have to charge you. Now tomorrow, if you wanted to get with her again tomorrow,
I'm gonna take your radio.
if you want to be with her again tomorrow, because it's after 5, so office closed, so you can go to the police department, fill out a waiver to drop the no contact order, so you guys can still be together. Which she's gonna have a court date online in a week or two. She's gonna have to show up for her court date online and answer. Prosecutor might drop it. They might say, if, for example, if you're not willing to pursue it, that's your decision.
Yeah, I was going to say, it definitely is. I'm not going to pursue anything. I'm not going to say I love her. It's a little swabble. I'm sorry that I had to get so public. So I just want to get like the checklist of things I got to do to get rid of this. So
you want her back? Well, she'll get a paper with the court date.
How do I get rid of it?
Well, the court date has to be attended in order for them to decide whether they need to continue or drop it. First, if it's an initial appearance, they say, are you who we think you are? Yes. First, do you understand the charges been brought against you? Yes or no? Yes or no, the answer. You have an attorney? Yes or no? Do you need one? And then from there, she can ask to speak with the prosecutor. And the prosecutor might be contacting you and say, hey man, I know she's 110 pounds soaking wet and you're a big strong guy and we understand you're not even wanting to pursue this when the cops have to call statute. How what were in the interest of you, the justice for you, the victim, what do you think? And they can decide to still prosecute, or they can decide to drop, or they can decide to give her a plea and make it kind of go away and she behaves from now on. That still does not eliminate the first court appearance that she has to attend, which thankfully for you guys is going to be online. So, so if you're out of town, here's the thing: if you're out of town and she doesn't come into her court appearance online, they can suspend the driver's license, they can issue a warrant for her. So she needs to play ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And remember her team, me and her and her team, I'm sorry about all this, I apologize again. But so she's got her online court date, just acknowledge that she's hurt. And then she's got the one for the...
Well, there's automatically right now, there's something called a no contact order in place.
Yeah,
from this point forward until tomorrow, if you wish to drop it, you have to go to the 217 East Center Street, Moab City Police Department.
I've got all the paper.
And you have to ask them to give it to you. So you want to fill out a waiver that you're requesting a waiving of the contact with no contact. No contact order means she cannot tell me to contact you, she cannot talk to you, she cannot text you, she cannot go onto any premises that you're occupying, she cannot go to your vehicle. And until you drop that, or until a court date, if you don't drop it, it's staying in effect until midnight on the day of court. And then that gives you time to get the text and next order, a long-term one if you feel like you need them. It sounds like you don't even want this one. So tomorrow, they open at 8. You can go in the police department, you can fill out the waiver, they can remove it, then you can say, hey babe, where you at? Let me pick you up. And you pick her up. Now, we're hoping not to put her in jail, but if she doesn't have somewhere to go tonight, to be separate from you, then where are we?
I can't talk to her now because it's separation, right?
Yeah.
So tell me this. Do you guys have enough money for like a hotel room or anything like that? Because what we could do is we'd cite her for this, and then I'd give her a ride over to whatever hotel of your guys is choosing.
Pick up there tomorrow if you want to know what they'll find.
On your way to go pick her up, you stop over there at the PD, sign the paperwork that they're requesting, and then you can go pick her up quite literally within minutes.
Unless you know someone else in town that's a friend that you can stay with.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not. I don't, and I guess that...
Man, I sure hate to... I don't want her to go to jail.
Will it be... If she goes to jail, it's like... that goes down somewhere instead of her going to a hotel. Right? If you did a citation, it would be...
It kind of depends. So if she goes to jail, they're gonna book her. And they'll take her fingerprints.
Yeah.
And they'll go on her criminal history. And then if they don't convict her, then it will just show that it was dismissed. It will show up in her criminal history, but the charge was dismissed. If she was found guilty, it'll show up that she's guilty of domestic assault. But the charge itself will show up on her criminal history until she gets expunged. Now, even if we give her a ticket, we're still gonna take a fingerprint, and it's still gonna show up. Either way, it's still gonna show up. There's no way around a Class A. Or is this Class B?
This is Class B.
But they do require a fingerprint on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
The other part is if you contact her or she contacts you, she could be charged with a Class A,
well,
which is a little bit different, but it doesn't help the situation.
if you were to contact her and she responds to you, then she could get a new charge for violating no contact order. No contact order doesn't restrict you, it restricts her. So if you go talk to her and we find out and you're not in trouble, she'll be in trouble. So if you're interested. That all makes sense? No, I'm getting it all.
It's a lot, really quickly.
No,
I
I'm getting
understand.
it all. I'm just trying to figure out a way through it. Shoot. You don't know anyone in town? You guys been here how long? No, I don't know anyone in town. If she went... I don't think CK will take it with the aggressor.
No.
And then the women's shelter.
I'm curious.
You could find out. Say, hey, she doesn't have where to go. If you did the citation, say she drove up and she could drive up in this car.
We could give you a ride somewhere.
Then I got my backpack. So it's for you. I got my backpack. You can spend the night. You want to drive me to Delicate Art? Does she have a good driver's license? She's gonna get a driver's license. Yeah. You trust her with your vehicle, and yeah, she can own it. Well, then you kind of be homeless for the night. And man, I can't talk to her at all. Well, and I've got to do the thing, so I can't go camping. You can tell her what it is that she needs to do to get through all this, and then let her know what the plan is.
Here's the problem, though. If we take you up to Delicate Arch, you're going to be hoofing it from Delicate Arch all the way down to Moab Center Street so that you can fill out that paperwork. Because if you're not there by noon tomorrow, you're going to be looking at Monday morning.
Because it's early on Friday, over the office.
Yeah.
You won't be in the office.
You'd be looking at Monday morning before you could actually see her again.
Again, we're not trying to make your life hard. No. This is written in statute. There's nothing
a lot of
about it. It's designed to protect victims of domestic assault. Not everybody's the same. This is different than normal, but we have to treat everything the same. And that's how it is.
You didn't stay at the Cannon Port Hotel.
Nope. We're very little money we have for sure.
You want me to? I'll call Sea Caven.
See, CK will take it for the night.
I'll see if they'll take either one of them because then we can figure it out.
This is the women's shelter. Oh, go ahead. Actually, CK will take him as a victim of domestic assault. CK will take him, and they will help you tomorrow.
And you're like a block and a half away from the peak.
Let's see if CK will take him because they didn't take a guy, but they got a hotel for a guy last time.
Yeah, I'll do that.
CK might get you a hotel. Okay. Now, what she does... I'm happy sleeping outside in a sleeping bag. No, we don't want that. I think CK will get you a hotel. If you want her to have Ben, we don't care. It's up to you. But tell me what you do about that.
Yes, this is Officer Robbins with Moab City Police Department. How you doing this afternoon? Oh, not too bad, not too bad. So I just did a domestic, and the male is going to be our victim. Is there any way that you can help us set him up with a place to stay tonight? Okay. $10.99. Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you. What? All right. So the after hours guy isn't there at their office right now. He's going to run from his house over there, and we're going to get you all lined up. Don't worry about it. This is a phone call that they wait on. So don't feel like you are making anybody do anything extra on your behalf. So we're trying to make this as easy as possible. Not want to take her and book her or anything like that.
No, I really, really appreciate it.
And I know how rough this stuff can be. Like I said, I've been married for 5.5 years. You know, believe me, if I were to say that me and my wife haven't had our share of spouts, I'd be lying to you. She lives with anxiety. I live with a woman.
No, both of us are really.
I know. Her anxiety elevates my anxiety, and sometimes it.
That's why I'm like, I gotta walk away. I gotta breathe. But then it backfires even then, you know. But
I'm not going to try to sit here and give you like
No,
private advice.
yeah.
You've been on this road for almost as long as what I have. There's nothing I can tell you that's gonna really make a difference. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry that this has happened. I'm sorry that it went to this.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, can I get my key and make like a little bag? If you can drive me somewhere?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Would you mind watching for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just if you don't mind doing it from over here, we don't want you to get hit in the road.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Like he's slapping you. And even you say you slapped it, and we're guessing you further. And I don't have anyone saying he actually punched you aggressively. It sounded like it was shoving in a manner that was probably more consistent with trying to convince the man or to get space from you, not to assail you. That makes sense. So, if the tables were turned and he was beating on you and you were shoving him, of course we're going to look at it like, oh, of course she's defending herself to get away from this guy. But we're kind of looking at it the same way with him. We have to treat both very, even if you're the bigger male and you're a small female. The law doesn't say, hey, Officer Pratt, Officer Robbins, you can treat people different based on gender under the same. You can. Even if it makes no sense, then you probably could not physically destroy the death the way that you would attack you.
This is Officer Robbins. Hey, how's it going? Oh, that's fine. I'm still going to be here for a few minutes dealing with this, so we have almost as much time as you need. So his name's going to be Brian, Brian. Last name Laundrie is Laundrie. And Laundrie? Yeah, well, it's not Y, it's IE at the end. Yes. So they were at Moonflower, the organic grocery store down the street from you guys, and they got into a heated argument. Both of them are saying it was over petty stuff. He told her to take a walk so that she could cool off. She refused, broke into the car after he locked her out of it. She started trying to slap and scratch him. He pushed her away. They both got in the vehicle, took off, and I found them out here next to me. No. Well, we are charging her with domestic assault. So there's going to be a protection order set in place between the two of them until he's able to get over to the PD tomorrow, because he doesn't want to pursue it, but I don't have a choice in this, as I'm sure you are well aware. So he's going to be wanting to go over to the PD first thing tomorrow morning once they open up to get the protective order removed. But that doesn't fix tonight. Yeah. Sorry about that. Go ahead. Yes, they both have Florida licenses. Of course. Right. Well, the other part of it is we don't think it's very likely, but with her as the suspect in this, would you be able to put her up for the night? Okay. I figured. I had to make sure I at least asked. It's better safe than sorry. So I didn't know if that would make your life any easier or any tougher on it. So. Awesome. And if it's easier for you to just send me a text with a location, that works just as fine too. Alrighty, sounds like a plan. Thank you. What did you say your name was again? Pete or Philip? Phil. Okay. Alrighty, Phil. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, cool.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Can I take 2 minutes of your time real quick back here? So, because there was an assault that took place and you were obviously showing signs of the strikes, do you mind if I take pictures of the injuries that you sustained? I know it's not super severe. I mean, you want me to call? I mean, I can call EMS if you want me to. You don't seem like you want to go
No,
that
I'm
far
good.
at
If you
all.
want to take a photo, you can take a photo. But
Yeah, I need to take pictures for my evidence because otherwise it's going to be your say, her say, my say, and the court's going, so I have to do this part of it, alrighty? So it's just going to be a couple of pictures.
See okay?
Yes. You like her phone? Do you know where it is?
The other.
Without going for it, where
Yeah,
is it?
just hanging. No.
Go ahead and tell her.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me if you don't mind me grabbing it.
Oh yeah, I can grab it because it's in a spot.
Why don't I go with you? Where are we going in the car?
Right face, neck. One of his ring fingers, I think, has got scratched on it. Super fresh. And then you saw earlier the arm.
Yeah, I saw the lines. Well, I was trying to build some consistency between stories.
Oh sure.
All right. And then let me see your hand, because that. Yeah, let me get your hand. Can you tell me that one? That right there?
What about a few bugs?
That works.
It could have been a cat. That could have been a.
I know you said this is from a wire, but I'm going to take a picture of it just in case, and I'll document that. Yeah, you're saying that's from a wire, not from her. It's just I want to document everything, you know what I mean? And then your right arm. You have anything on the other arm, on your back, chest, anything like that? Let me get your neck real quick as well. Do you want to kind of tilt your head off to the right and look up?
This way?
And look up?
There you go. Perfect. I don't know where it is.
And then this is just for precautions. Do you mind lifting your shirt for me? I mean, we can go back here if you want some privacy. I want to, like I said, I want to do a very thorough job. I want to make sure that you don't have any additional injuries you don't even know about.
I don't know how I did. I'm good, right?
You mind put your collar down for me a little bit? And the other side? All right. So I talked to my contact over there at Caden. The people that can help with hotel rooms and stuff like that out of the office. So he's playing phone tag with about a couple people trying to get it all lined up because certain people have access to the corporate card. He doesn't. So we're trying to get everything lined up. This is going to take us a few minutes to get that lined up, get her cited and stuff like that. Like I said, we're going to be handing her a piece of paper that has a court summons, date, stuff like that. And she'll be able to give you all that information once you drop that. Okay? So, you want to hang tight? Well,
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and finish getting your stuff?
Yeah.
Fine gentleman here.
He's got her cell phone. She's calling her parents just to feel better. She doesn't want to not be with them tonight.
There's
That's
no
what he
choice in the
said.
matter.
Yeah.
So,
So that's another smart supervisor. At least that's what he said.
Okay. How far do you want to go? Like, you don't mind that thing falling over there. You think? Pretty much you don't even, like, you have too many times looking at, walking back to the ravine, all your sun, and it's that way that one's hard, one goes down, and then it's getting worse and worse. In no way, shape, or form. What happened here? It was flat plane. You have to go to the one thing. And I perceive that when I get better, better.
Right.
That's that. So we're gonna think about to see then way go last go work method fall down.
Right.
And she's all married to all that's it. Nonsense. That's it. So why not look at the salt? See, it's and bomb landed in it.
She went to smack him.
Was it able to catch it and bomb? Now we have to find out. But bomb landed it.
Well, he's got a swollen right eye,
Don't care what
scratches,
Don't
so we gotta go find its intent.
If not that, how's and just
Was it intent and attempt, or intent or attempt?
that's
So,
my intent. My attempt to chicken basketball. After intent.
all right.
You go ask her, know your intention when you did. Just slap her. She says, want to convert or be doing this. One way for it might be engaged. Slap them, you get pending, call them physical, main compared to you. Is that what you were attempting to do? But there was over here, an attempt.
Right.
You attempting to cause this pain or an attempt. Whatever she answers to that question will feel the tape. But the only way you know her what she's attempting to do is by asking her.
Right.
Turn it upright. Turn it upright.
I have to go out there that way. Break. Excuse me, guys.
Gabby, this is a very, very important question. How you answer this question is going to determine what happens next. But the only person who can answer this question is you. Think very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer it. Think very hard. When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him?
No.
What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me to talk over.
Well, it doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him. It's your call. This is 100% your call. I support you either way.
I'll let you get back to your parents, okay?
Okay.
Say that she openly admitted. She openly admitted to me earlier that she was striking him in the arm He said that she was striking him in the arm. He said she was, and that's what caused him to hit the curb. She said that she grabbed her. I might have these two mixed up, probably.
No, she said that too, that she started distracting him by hitting him, and that he probably looked at her, and that's why the mark on the window side. This is so it's her fault that it swerved. She was distracting him by hitting him. But she said she did try to hurt him. It wasn't malicious. She thought that he would have listened to her.
So assault is an attempt with unlawful force or violence to do bodily injury to another. The code for bodily injury, the definition says, bodily injury is infliction of pain or physical impairment or illness. So you can go. This now. I'm recording, and society and the judges and everyone can judge me for this. I am looking at a 110-pound female and her fiance who have no means to be separated. He doesn't want to pursue it. She's not a threat to not charge. But I also don't care because it literally does possibly make perfect sense to go full-on domestic assault and do the whole thing. This is your opportunity to make the decision. Let's. Whoa. No. You see the other brother. I better go on that. You got this?
I'm making this decision. I'm gonna side him. I'm gonna go follow through the first.
Would you feel more comfortable handling that guy?
Yeah.
Go handle that guy then.
Go handle that guy.
Okay. If you're more comfortable.
Well, it's 6 one way, half dozen the other.
It's up to you.
I mean, it's a headache whether I go left or it's a headache whether I go
Look,
right.
doesn't have enough sense to stay away, and you got him separated. It's on him.
We can't babysit them all night unless we put her in jail, so it's up to them what happens.
You can separate him and say don't let him cool off till tomorrow. If they don't let it cool off and we hear about it, we'll hear about it.
They're camping in the park tonight. We'll let you know.
And if there's some fighting going on, you already was Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah. You already gave him a chance. What you can't do by law is separate someone and say, if we hear from you again, we're going to arrest them. Because then if one of them really needs help, they may not call police and get help. The law says you cannot, literally, you may not say, we get more problems with you guys tonight. One of you's going to shit. You can't threaten like that. Right. It's true because it stops people from wanting to call the police to get help. Does that make sense?
All right.
So go full or nothing or in between and separate them and kind of give them the nod, the wink, like, hey, just stay separated. It's up to you. I'm going to go handle that. You got very capable help with you here, and I trust you.
Mm-hmm. I will. Alrighty, man. So we're still going to be going through. I do need some things from you, though. Yeah. Do you mind if I get a picture of your driver's license?
Yeah, of course. I was thinking it was in parts like that. This is me. Uh-oh. I know this man is there.
You said that this is still your mailing address, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still the right way. Alright, and then... Ryan, what is your phone number?
Boston, thank you guys for helping us. Oh, yeah, no problem. And have a good day. My phone number?
Alright, there we go. Can I get...
Yeah. It should just be in the Zion bag.
Okay, do you have any problems with me taking a picture of it? I have to have IDs and stuff like that for my investigation. Okay. Here. So, this is what I'm going to do. I've decided I am not going to cite you for domestic violence battery, okay? It was only going to be a Class B misdemeanor. However, the domestic violence portion of it enhances it. Makes like a major pain in the butt, especially you're 22, right? So I'm choosing not to cite you today. So you're not going to be charged with anything. All right? But this is what I do have to do. I am separating with you tonight. Okay? I want you guys both to be tonight away from each other, relax, breathe, crying because there's no reason to be crying now, okay? I understand that this can feel like it's a nightmare, but you're coming out as the golden flower on top of it, okay? So, you're going to be taking the van tonight, and you're going to go somewhere else. I am going to get him lined up for the hotel room tonight. I want you guys to stay away from each other. For both of you guys the same. From what you told me and what he told me, you guys have a bunch of little things that are building up, and finally the little string that you guys were tight walking on broke tonight. Does that sound about right? So, I just want everybody to breathe, get a chance away from each other, go eat a meal, talk to your parents, whatever it is you got to do.
In here? Yeah.
So, like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Hold on. This is Officer Robbins.
Oh,
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Phil. Is this your cell phone that I called? Okay. Okay. Well, go ahead and save my number into that phone, and I'll save your number or this number into my phone. That way, I can contact the on duty after hours person. So, because I literally had to Google it. So, perfect. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate your time. Bye. All right. So, I've got him a hotel room tonight. So, here in just a minute, I have to keep you guys separated. For right now, don't contact each other. Don't wave at him. Okay? Do you want me to say anything to him? Because I can do that for you. You want me to let him know that you love him and that you'll see him tomorrow and stuff like that? I can do that.
Make sure he doesn't forget a phone charger. Definitely dead.
Oh, he's bad about that too? Okay, I'll make sure that he has a phone charger with him, okay? And if I have anything else, please keep your cell phone on so I can call you if I have questions. Alrighty?
Okay.
Alright, so just kind of sit tight for me real fast. I'm going to go talk to Brian. Number 2, and this is probably the biggest one. She claims that she did not have intent to hurt you when she was slapping at you. So technically speaking, it does not fit the letter of the code. So I am not going to be charging her with DV.
Domestic violence.
Exactly. So this is what I am going to do, however. I'm not going to release you guys together. I want you guys to stay away from each other tonight. Okay? She's agreed to it. Take some time to yourselves. You guys both have the exact same story as to what led up to the incident. So, taking some time tonight.
I really appreciate that concept. Really appreciate it.
Taking tonight away from each other is going to be the major breaker in all of this. I think that'll help you guys, especially tomorrow when you guys meet up. So she does have a couple of messages for you. 1, she says she loves you. She's looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. 2, don't forget a cell phone charger.
Yeah, good. He watched me fumble around the entire 3 laps around the car to find one.
Did I find one?
Found one.
Okay. The other thing is I don't want you guys to contact each other.
No,
Okay, unless
when he
world-shattering
said
news.
that she gonna text me or whatever, I was gonna send her a message. Said, please don't message me because I love you.
Well,
but yeah,
But tonight,
don't do anything. Yeah, and I'm with you.
she's passing on her love and saying goodnight, stuff like that, all that ooey stuff that I do to my wife too, okay? So
I appreciate it coming from you.
Just so don't just try to not contact each other unless, like I said, earth shattering, something happens, you guys have to jump on the car right now and drive back to Florida because something happened to parents, that kind of circumstance.
911.
There you go. Exactly. Other than that, just have a meal by yourself, catch your breath. You're going to be in a hotel room watching TV. Probably going to be months since you actually got to sit down, relax, it's air conditioning, and watch TV.
Go to bed, yeah.
So it takes some time to get guys
feet.
Yeah, take a shower, man. You got to change the clothes. You got some Tonys in there, right? All right, good. Because they're going to have everything that you need, shampoo, conditioner, all of that good stuff. All right. Her main concern is make sure that you have cell phone charger so you guys can talk tomorrow. Okay?
I really appreciate it.
I am going to walk her over here to the car. Okay? And if you'll just go stand over here in front of his pickup real quick, we'll get her out of here and I'll be right up to your hotel. All righty? You hear my hand, Joe. Absolutely. Alrighty, Gabrielle, you want to step out for me? As you can see, I have keys in my hand, which is good. It's okay.
Okay.
So, something that I do that I emphasize to him, and I don't know if I emphasize. Alrighty. So, here's that. I'm giving him a ride over to the hotel. Okay. So, everything's gonna be okay.
Will it be a far drive for me to get him in the morning? I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna tell you where he's gonna be at tonight. Like I said, I want you guys to be separated. But I can tell you that.
I just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far. Like,
No. It's
less 5 miles. Okay.
it's basically from here to Moonflower.
Okay.
Okay? It's not far at all. So, let's get you in the van. Let's get you on your way. Alrighty? You want that Gatorade, by the way?
Oh, thank you.
You got enough water?
No, they do.
All right.
Back on the ladder, dip it on, and then there's just a rattle of the rattlesnake. It's still funny about it. So,
You ready for a ride?
nice meeting you. Thank you. Brown?
My door's open. Just climb in the back seat for me. Yeah. You can put your backpack back there, too.
Gabby was never charged. Brian was never arrested. The officers smiled. Gabby would vanish. After the police stop in Moab, Gabby and Brian continued their journey west. But something had changed. And soon, Gabby would stop speaking to the world entirely. In late August 2021, Gabby's social media activity suddenly became inconsistent. Odd captions, fewer posts, and a final image of her holding a knitted pumpkin outside a mural in Ogden, Utah. That photo was posted on August 25th. The caption simply read, "Happy Halloween." But it was August, and it didn't sound like Gabby. That same day, Gabby had a video call with her mother, Nicole Schmidt. She seemed okay, tired maybe, but said they were heading to Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. The next day, Nicole received a strange text from Gabby's phone. No service in Yosemite. But Gabby wasn't supposed to be in Yosemite. She was in Wyoming. It didn't sound like Gabby. It didn't feel like Gabby. By August 30th, all communication from Gabby's phone stopped. Nothing. No texts, no posts, no calls. On September 1st, Brian Laundrie returned home to Northport, Florida, in the same white van, alone. Gabby wasn't with him. He didn't call the police. He didn't tell Gabby's family. He didn't say a word. The van was parked in his driveway like nothing had happened. For 10 days, he stayed silent. 10 days. Gabby's parents began to panic. They called and texted Brian. No reply. They called his parents. No answer. Finally, on September 11th, they reported her missing. The media caught the scent immediately. A beautiful young woman. A quiet boyfriend. A perfect Instagram life shattered. Gabby's face was everywhere. TV, TikTok, Twitter. Every true crime channel lit up with the same question. Where is Gabby Petito? Police arrived at the Laundrie home on September 11th. Brian was there, but he refused to speak. His parents gave them their lawyer's number, nothing more. Detectives seized the van and began analyzing it. Inside were Gabby's belongings, clothing, gear, journals, but no Gabby. By then, Brian had vanished from public view. He wasn't talking, but the internet was. Amateur sleuths began poring over her photos, mapping GPS locations, identifying parks and campsites, and piecing together a timeline. It was one of the first high-profile disappearances solved in real time by the internet. Then, just when hope seemed lost, a breakthrough. A YouTube family, the Bethunes, were reviewing travel footage from August 27th, the last known date Gabby was seen. In their dashcam video, they spotted something: a white van parked off-road near Spread Creek, Wyoming. Authorities were alerted. Days later, on September 19th, Gabby Petito's remains were found in that same area. She had been dead for weeks. The autopsy confirmed what everyone feared. Gabby had been strangled. It was declared a homicide. What began as a dream trip had ended in silence, secrecy, and a shallow grave. The mystery of where Gabby was had finally been answered, but a bigger question remained. Where was Brian Laundrie? By the time Gabby Petito's remains were found on September 19, 2021, Brian Laundrie was already gone. He hadn't just disappeared from the media, he had physically vanished. The one person who might have known what really happened to Gabby had gone completely silent. Then he slipped away. On September 13th, just 2 days after Gabby was reported missing, Brian told his parents he was going for a hike in the Carlton Reserve, a 25,000-acre wildlife swamp near their home in Northport, Florida. He never returned. The next day, his car was found at the entrance. His parents picked it up and brought it home, but they didn't report Brian missing until 4 days later, September 17th. By then, he had a massive head start. What followed was one of the most intense and bizarre manhunts in recent U.S. history. Hundreds of law enforcement officials joined the search. Swamp boats, drones, cadaver dogs, helicopters, even underwater dive teams were brought in. But day after day, nothing. No trace of Brian. The reserve was unforgiving. Miles of thick mud, flooded trails, alligator-infested waters. If he was hiding, he picked the perfect place. Or was it already too late? The story exploded into international headlines. Gabby Petito had become a household name. Protests erupted outside the Laundrie home. People demanded answers. How could Brian vanish under the FBI's nose? Social media turned into a digital manhunt. TikTokers, YouTubers, Facebook groups, all trying to find Brian. People claimed to spot him in Canada, Mexico, the Appalachian Trail. None of it could be confirmed. Internet sleuths posted timelines, dug up every inch of the couple's digital footprint, and called out the inconsistencies in the Laundrie's behavior. Meanwhile, the FBI officially named Brian Laundrie a person of interest in Gabby's homicide. But then, another twist. On September 23rd, a federal arrest warrant was issued, not for murder, but for unauthorized use of Gabby's debit card. According to investigators, Brian had withdrawn over $1,000 from her account after she was already believed to be dead. It was a strategic move, a legal way to bring him in, if they ever found him. As the days stretched into weeks, public frustration turned to anger. Why hadn't Brian been watched more closely? Had the Laundries helped him escape? Or had something else happened? Rumors swirled that Brian had taken his own life, that he was still alive, surviving in the wild, that he had fled the country. Every theory seemed possible. And then, after more than a month, silence broke. On October 20th, 2021, Brian Laundrie's remains were found in the Carlton Reserve, just miles from where he was last seen. Alongside his skeletal remains, investigators found a dry bag, a backpack, and a notebook. The area had previously been underwater, likely hiding him from view. Inside that notebook, Brian had written a confession. He admitted to killing Gabby. He described it as a merciful act after claiming she was injured. He said he was in shock and that he couldn't go on living. The manhunt had ended, not with a trial, not with justice, but with a corpse in the mud and a spiral-bound notebook holding answers no one was ready to hear. Gabby Petito was gone, and now so was Brian Laundrie. But for her family and the world, the story was far from over.